Hello everyone. Today I am going to present on association of the food environment with body mass index in adults from a community-based survey in India. The study was conducted by Center for Chronic Disease Control, Public Health Foundation of India, New Delhi. As you all are aware, food environment research has gained importance in recent years. These studies involve study of distribution of food outlets, food acquisition, food habits, and its association with nutritional outcomes. But most of these studies are from high income countries. The Uday follow-up studied food environment among the participants from Sonipat and Visakhapatnam, which provided us opportunity to study the associations between density of healthy and unhealthy food outlets and body mass index. Uday was a cross-sectional survey among participants over 30 years of age. For the current analysis, we considered participants from Sonipat, Haryana. They were measured for socio-demographic characteristics, physical activity, intake of fruits and vegetables, and body size. Body mass index was classified into 5 categories: underweight, normal weight, overweight using Asian cutoffs, overweight, and obesity. Food environment was measured by geocoding the outlets. The density of outlets was calculated as number of shops per 1,000 households, and healthy outlet involved those selling staples, dairy, non-veg products, and fruits and vegetables, while unhealthy outlets involved those selling out-of-home food, mainly fried, bakery, sweet, salty, and processed foods. We studied association of food environment with body mass index after controlling for cofactors, which were sex, urban or rural place of residence, wealth index, fruit and vegetable intake, and physical activity. The current analysis is based on 6,000 participants. We measured food environment from 12 urban wards which had around 10,000 households and 29 rural gram panchayats which again had 9,000 households. The individual data was measured on 3,000 urban and 3,000 rural participants. Half of them were women. The slide shows socio-demographic profile of participants. Their age was between 47 to 50 years. Percent illiteracy was higher among women, and they were mainly homemakers, while men were skilled or unskilled workers or employed. The household wealth index indicating socio-economic status was higher among urban participants. On studying fruit and vegetable intake and physical activity, we could see that higher proportion of urban men and women consumed more than 5 servings of fruits and vegetable per day, while higher proportion of rural men were involved in heavy physical activity. On studying body mass index in urban and rural participants, we found that there were higher proportion of participants from rural area who were underweight, while higher proportion of urban participants were overweight and obese. The slide shows graphs for food access in urban and rural Sonipat. The axis was divided into tertiles of unhealthy and healthy food. Unhealthy food access was higher in urban, while healthy food access was higher in rural participants. We studied association between food access and body mass index using multivariate regression analysis. The table shows 3 models. The first 2 showing association between BMI in overweight and obese category and unhealthy food density. The odds indicate that there is higher likelihood of having a BMI in overweight or obese category if the density of unhealthy food is higher. On the other hand, in the third model, where we can see borderline inverse association, it indicates that there is higher likelihood of having a BMI in the underweight category if the density of healthy food is lower. All these models were adjusted for household wealth index, urban or rural place of residence, sex, frequency of fruit and vegetable consumption, and physical activity. Our models show that higher access to unhealthy food increase the likelihood of being overweight and obese. In these models, residing in urban location, being a female, consuming higher sweet fruits, and belonging to higher wealth index category were the additional factors which were associated. In model related to underweight, belonging to lower wealth index category was an additional factor. To summarize, our analysis indicates that access to food impacts underweight as well as overweight and obesity, and thus highlights the role of food environment. The study confirms these associations after taking into consideration socio-demographic and other lifestyle factors. The socio-economic status measured as wealth index in this study was found to be an additional important cofactor associated with underweight as well as obesity. Our results thus warrant policy interventions to reshape the food environments to promote healthier consumption and control overweight and obesity. Finally, I would like to thank the funders, participants, collaborators, and colleagues. Uday study was supported by Eli Lilly, and researchers were supported by Chef Study, funded by Wellcome Trust. Thank you.